A. This is the letter A. A is for apple. Apple. A is for alligator. B. This is the letter B. B is for banana. Banana. B is for baby. C. This is the letter C. C is for candy. Candy. C is for carrot. D. This is the letter D. D is for diamond. Diamond. D is for donut. E. This is the letter E. E is for elephant. Elephant. E is for engine. Seed, say it, sing it, the letters of the alphabet. Seed, say it, sing it, the letters of the alphabet. F. This is the letter F. F is for fairy. Fairy. F is for fox. G. This is the letter G. G is for gorilla. Gorilla. G is for guitar. H. This is the letter H. H is for hippo. Hippo. H is for hand. I. This is the letter I. I is for igloo. Igloo. I is for ice cream. I. J. This is the letter J. J is for juice. Juice. J is for jaguar. Seed, say it, sing it, the letters of the alphabet. Seed, say it, sing it, the letters of the alphabet. K. This is the letter K. K is for kangaroo. Kangaroo. K is for keyboard. L. This is the letter L. L is for ladybug. Ladybug. L is for lion. M. This is the letter M. M is for monkey. Monkey. M is for melon. N. This is the letter N. N is for nuts. Nuts. N is for noodles. O. This is the letter O. O is for octopus. Octopus. O is for ostrich. Seed, say it, sing it, the letters of the alphabet. Seed, say it, sing it, the letters of the alphabet. P. This is the letter P. P is for penguin. Penguin. P is for panda. Q. This is the letter Q. Q is for quilt. Quilt. Q is for queen. R. This is the letter R. R is for rooster. Rooster. R is for rainbow. S. This is the letter S. S is for strawberry. Strawberry. S is for spider. T. This is the letter T. T is for tiger. Tiger. T is for taco. Seed, say it, sing it, the letters of the alphabet. Seed, say it, sing it, the letters of the alphabet. U. This is the letter U. U is for umbrella. Umbrella. U is for uncle. V. This is the letter V. V is for violet. Violet. V is for vulture. W. This is the letter W. W woodpecker. Woodpecker. W is for whale. X. This is the letter X. X is for xylophone. Xylophone. X is for X-ray. Y. This is the letter Y. Y is for yo-yo. Yo-yo. Y is for yellow. Z. This is the letter Z. Z is for zebra. Zebra. Z is for zipper. See it, say it, sing it, the letters of the alphabet. See it, say it, sing it, the letters of the alphabet.
A is for alligator. 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 A. Alligator. B is for bear. 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 B. Bear. C is for cat. 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 C. Cat. D is for duck. 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 D. Duck. E is for elephant. 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 F is for flamingo. 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 F. Flamingo. G is for goat. Goat. G. Goat. H is for horse. 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 H. Horse. I is for iguana. 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 I. Iguana. J is for jellyfish. 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 K is for kangaroo. 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 K. Kangaroo. L is for lion. 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 L. Lion. M is for mouse. 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 N is for newt. Newt. N. Newt. O is for ostrich. 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 P is for pig. Pig. Q is for quail. 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 Q. Quail. R is for rhino. 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 R. Rhino. S is for snake. 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 S. Snake. T is for tiger. 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 U is for unicorn. 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 V is for Varanus. 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 V. Varanus. W is for whale. 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 W. Whale. X is for X-ray fish. X-ray fish. X-ray fish. X-ray fish. Y is for yak. Z is for zebra. 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 Zebra.
A is for apple. 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 A. Apple. B is for baby. 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 B. Baby. C is for candy. 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 elephant. 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 E, elephant.
Massor scusa, non so sicurezza.
F is for fairy. For fairy. For fairy. F, fairy. G is for glasses. 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 G, glasses. H is for hand. 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 H, hand. I is for igloo. 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 I, igloo. J is for jelly. 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 J, jelly. K is for keyboard. 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 K, keyboard. L is for ladybug. 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 L, ladybug. M is for monkey. 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 M, monkey. N is for needle. 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 N, needle. O is for orange. 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 O, orange. P is for pony. 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 P, pony. Q is for queen. 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 Q. R is for rainbow. 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 R, rainbow. S is for spider. 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 S, spider. T is for tiger. 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 T, tiger. U is for umbrella. 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 U, umbrella. V is for violin. 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 V, violin. W is for whale. 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 W, whale. X is for xylophone. 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 X, xylophone. Y is for yo-yo. 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 Y, yo-yo. Z is for zebra.